Check, check.
Hear you.
Alrighty, so I want you to get used to once the engine's running like this and we're warming up, left hand on the collective, right hand on the throttle. When you get a knee board, you can have your checklist right there. You don't need any hands for it. Good. Warm up 75%. We're waiting for engine gauges in the green. They should warm up pretty quick because the oil's already hot. So now we'll get our ATIS 120.72.
1.0 out of service, utilize 120.05. Bayport NOTAMs, aerodrome segmented, circle not available, runway 36 left panel only, runway 18 right panel only.
Gonna open the window real quick.
In around the vicinity line, airport, auto parts, SEP closed, traffic, contact clearance, delivery 12185, I just contact ATIS Delta.
Alright, so we know information Delta.
Long out tower rate is Delta 1356 Zulu. Wind 35011, visibility 10. Few clouds at 2.
Okay, wind 350 at 11. That means 11 miles an hour, 350. It's out of the north, and that windsock agrees, and I'm sure these airplanes taking off agree with us too.
3025. Visual approach in use. Land department.
Altimeter 3025 will give us that, 3025, but that altitude's wrong. So what I do is I always put it at field elevation. Alrighty.
Obstruction.
You need to tell me about the how the compass is sometimes wrong too. Remember we were going over that last time where you told me to go turn 3-3, and I was turning 3-3 and it flipped.
120.0.
Right, there's a compass errors, and the acronym is UNOS, undershoot north, overshoot south. So when you're turning in any direction but towards the north, the compass is going to be ahead of you, so you have to undershoot it. So if let's say right now we wanted to turn north, turn 3-3, or sorry, turn 3-0, and by the time you level off, the compass will come and you'll see you're going north. Overshoot south means the compass is a little bit slower than you, so when you turn to the south, you want to pass it maybe to 210, and then level off, and then it'll come back in as south. That's something that takes some time to get used to. Good, so let's call clearance here. I'm going to make the radio call, and I'm going to let them know I have Delta, who I am, where I'm from, and where I want to go.
Obstruction tower 3.7 nautical.
Long Island clearance, helicopter 8536 Yankee.
Yes, sir.
36 Yankee A&P with Delta for a southwest departure.
What altitude, sir?
At or below 1400.
Well, I don't know that, sir. Stand by. Yankee after departure fly sign heading out below 1,400. Till advised. Departure frequency 119.3. Squawk 4363. ATIS Delta.
36 Yankee with Delta on departure. Assigned heading at or below 1400. Squawking 4363.
Tower to taxi. Good day.
Call tower for taxi. Good day. 36 Yankee. I think that's, he's a grumpy controller. Alright, temperature's just about in the green. We got our warm-up is at 75, so we're looking at a magneto drop of 7% maximum in 2 seconds. So let's roll on the RPM a little bit higher so that we can see them drop when they do. And so at 75, that would mean it would have to go into the yellow within 2 seconds for them to be bad. So remember, 2 clicks to the right for the right. 1, 2, and then we count 1, 2. That looks good. Back to both. And back on the left, 1 click to the left. 1, 2. Looking good. All right, let's check the carb heat. Pull full carb heat. And watch the needle move up. If it does, looking good. All right, you can go ahead and lower it. And for the needle split, since this engine likes to idle high, we can roll on a little bit of throttle above 80 and then roll it off. And that needle split right there, that means the sprag clutch is working and the engine didn't shut down, so we know that the engine's idling pretty well as well. Good. All right, doors, double check that they're closed. Looking good. All right, we're going up at altitude, so it's going to be 0 degrees. We're an Alpha model, 0 degrees Celsius. We can pull 23 inches of manifold pressure, a little bit over 23. In a hover, we can pull whatever we need, and for takeoff, and you know, in forward flight, there's no need to pull more than 23. Good. Friction's off. Now let's think about this. If the blades are spinning, and what we should do is let's get the friction of the cyclic off first with maybe either right or left hand. Okay. Good. And collective friction off. Good. All right. Governor on. So let's switch it on first. And then slowly roll on to 80% and let the governor take over and just guard the throttle so that it doesn't go up too high. There we go. That looks good. Top of the green is what we're looking for. Good. Everything looks good. Warning light, caution light's on. Good. All the warning lights are out. It's normal for the clutch light to come on as it's adjusting. And now we're going to lift collective and reduce RPM at 97%. So we're going to lower RPMs manually. Keep rolling them off. Roll them off a little bit more. And raise the collective. That's it. That's good to check the... That's all you need to check. Oh, door's not closed. All right.
Checked it.
Yeah, I saw you check it. It's all right. All right, so we have clearance with taxi, or we have the tower for taxi clearance. Good. Frictions are all the way off.
1229 Tango, runway 33 left.
So follow me on the controls here. Looking outside. Should have brought my sunglasses. No big deal. Okay, we're getting light on the skids. I'm starting to put in a little bit of left pedal, and I'm feeling for equilibrium. It feels like it wants to go to the right. Maybe it's because we're on a slope, but I'm just slowly feeling it. Giving a little there, a little bit too much left pedal. There we go. Nice and easy.
I'm gonna raise the carb heat a little bit.
Good move. Let's do that. Just about an inch over where it is on off, and it should get us out of the yellow.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh boy, this wind is kicking us around a little bit here because we're in the opening between the hangars there. First and last thing you do in a helicopter, fly the helicopter. Long Island Tower, helicopter 8536 Yankee.
Helicopter 36 Yankee, Long Island Tower.
36 Yankee at A&P, taxi to the whiskey pad.
36 Yankee would be ready to go upon reaching, or you need to do a run-up when you get there?
We're ready to go upon reaching.
Okay, 92 Hotel Fox, hold short of whiskey at the end, please.
Hold short whiskey, 92 Hotel Fox.
29 Tango, contact New York departure, good day. 36 Yankee, you can proceed out to the whiskey pad. From the whiskey pad, you clear for takeoff. You can proceed southwestbound out of below 1,400. The wind 360 at 190. You can depart into the wind if you like with the left turn now.
36 Yankee, roger. We will be departing into the wind. Left turnout, we'll be turning southwestbound. All right, so just look outside. She wanted to hold that airplane for us. Looking outside, we got a little bit of airspeed. Let's start our climb. This is the major runway being used right now, 33 left. So we'll just start our climb and stay north of it, or south of it.
92 Hotel Fox, continue taxi via whiskey.
Good, let's stay facing the wind a little bit so we can get a little bit of help climbing out here.
Contact show you at 300 feet.
36 Yankee, roger. All right, got some airspeed, got some altitude. Let's keep our eyes on that the federal building, the white one, and fly towards it. Now the wind's going to want to push us this way, so look at your trim, look at your airspeed, look at your ground track, and see what you can do to maybe crab into the wind a little bit and keep us flying directly there. And we'll slowly climb up to 1,000 feet. And trim is coming off. It's going to adjust the cyclic there.
Cap 3141, Long Island ground.
Alrighty, carpy looks good. Good. You're crabbing into the wind a little bit. Kind of looking at our spot, looking at something else, maybe a road, maybe a house or something, and maybe that high school is a big one. We know we're a little bit to the right of it, so by looking at the federal building, we can still see the high school, and you're just gonna keep us on the same distance away from the high school, not get us any closer, not get us any further away. Good. And we can fly a little bit faster. Let's go like 65. Now for us, it's easy to see that we're flying a little bit sideways. For people on the ground, or for the helicopter itself, they don't know any different. The helicopter doesn't know it's going sideways. As long as these trim strings are up, he thinks he's going straight through the air, and our ground track is great.
Feels like it's been a little while since I've been up here.
Yeah, I can see you're a little tense on the hand there. Nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath. Look outside. It's a beautiful day to fly. Lights are out. Gauges are green. Fuel is good. Top to bottom looking good. Let's climb it up to 1,400 feet. So try to keep us at 65. Bring in a little bit of power as you raise power, left pedal. And keep us at 65, 60 or 65, something like that. And we'll have a nice gradual climb to 1,400. Look at that, on a cold windy day like today, 60 knots, 21 inches, look at the climb rate we're getting, 500 feet per minute. That's perfect. If we pulled 23, try pulling 23. Raise a little bit more, remember good job on the left pedal. That's 22 inches. And there's 23. There we go, lock in the cyclic, let it climb. There it is. These clouds don't look too far away, huh? Probably another couple hundred feet and we're in them. All right.
Leaving the close airspace to the southwest, radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, your frequency change is approved.
Frequency change approved. See you soon. 36 Yankee, squawking VFR.
Federal building.
That's the federal building. All right. Looking outside. Keep your eyes on the Captree Bridge. Let's maintain this airspeed and let's descend down to 800 feet. Good. Remember, right pedal as you lower collective. Good. Now we're at about 750 feet per minute descent rate. A nice normal descent rate is 500. A steep descent rate is generally a little bit more, closer to 1,000, and obviously anything more than that is a steeper rate. Now one thing you can do, you can slow down a little bit and that'll minimize your descent rate. The other thing you can do is just lift collective like a hair.
7200 Charlie, homing short of 33 left hand ready.
7200 Charlie, runway 33 left, clear for takeoff. The wind is 010 at 19.
Good, looking at the Captree Bridge again. Let's climb up, back up to, let's go to 1,300 feet, and we'll set ourselves up here for a couple maneuvers. Remember, VFR flight is like 75-80% outside, and then the rest 25-20% inside. So double check your trim. If your trim, it'll climb a little bit better. Good. Double check your horizon and your compass. That'll lock in your speed for the climb. And then you can check your power, your altitude. So we're pulling about 21 inches, 22.5 inches. We can pull a little bit more and let this thing climb. There it is.
Get the controls for a second. I'm going to shut this window.
I have controls.
00 Charlie, contact New York departure 120.05.
Alright, you have the controls. The wind is coming right that way, pretty much 90 degrees to our right. So let's turn. I like to use like this water tower is a good reference for us right now, and the lake and the high school here. And what we can do, we'll come down, we'll lower our speed. We're at 1300, so let's start to slow down. We're going to do a out of ground effect hover. We've done this before, right?
We also did settling with power.
Right, that's what we're setting up for. So we lower our power as we start to slow down, and then as we're coming into 0, we're going to need to start raising our power just like we're in a hover. So I like to look outside, keep my reference. Now in the settling with power, we may lose a little bit of tail rotor effectiveness, and that's normal. So good, let's pull in some power to keep it in a hover. Airspeed's close to 0. If it's above 0, it's probably because it's windy. And it's telling us that we're going through the wind. Look, so with 23 inches, we're hovering. So if we pull a little bit of more power, will we go up? Maybe. Maybe we'll start to settle. When there's good wind like this, it's going to be hard to settle. So what we're going to do, we're going to start to descend a little bit, just kind of force it, and we're going to force ourselves into our own wake turbulence, our own vortices. And eventually, here comes the vibration, and you can feel the tail rotor effectiveness being a little bit looser. The important part for you is right now, absorb this feeling, get used to it. This is going to be when you know you're settling with power. You got power pulled, and the helicopter starts to settle. Your job is, if you're in a hover like this, look outside and to get out of it. The way we get out of it, we lower the collective a little bit more, forward speed, and get out of it pretty much. If you're on a downwind approach, the only thing you can do is just get speed. All right, so good. This is what it's going to feel like. We can sink a little bit more. Let's force it in a little bit harder here. The conditions are too nice today. But the main thing is you want to keep your heading. In a really rough one, the nose is going to be yawing left and right. So you got to look at something and just try and keep it. All right, good. So we're going to get out of it. So we're going to lower collective just a hair. Give it a little forward cyclic. Good. We wait a second. Here comes our airspeed. Start to bring in our power. And we can level off. Very nice. All right, you have controls. Let's keep flying this heading. We got a big maul right there. Let's use that as a reference. And at 1,000 feet, let's do a right 360. So I want to come back to more or less right here. So adjust your power settings first so that we're straight and level. So let's get a little bit more speed, maybe 65 knots. Good. Here's our 65. There's our straight and level. Very nice. All right, looking outside. Let's turn. Good. If the compass goes too low, it means we're going to speed up and descend. Compass goes too high, we're going to slow down and climb. Right now, we're looking really good. Good job. Level us off. Keep the speed. Keep the speed. There we go. All right. Very good. Let's do another one to the left.
Want to bring it back down to 1,000?
Bring it back down to 1,000. No, let's keep it at 1,300 and see if you can keep it at 13 through the turn. Remember, look outside, look at the compass. It's a little bit high. It means we're slowing down and climbing. So let's just lower it down a little bit, get our speed back. A little bit more. There you go, right around there. There it is. That should keep us at about 1,300. Remember to keep it there. There you go. Good, not bad. Nose went down a little bit, but you fixed it with little fixes. Good. Let's release the death grip. There you go. I saw that. That's good. All right. Good job, man. All right. Let's do a 180. We'll start heading downwind again. So, and this time what I want you to do, I want you to turn a little bit steeper. All right, so let's do this one together. We're looking outside. I know that this is my speed. I don't want to pull back on the cyclic. I want to keep it right where it is. And I'm turning, and let's turn it a little bit steeper right there. Good. And maybe the nose wants to go down, so we just give it a little kick back, just like that. Good. And that'll keep us at a nice constant speed. Let's level off here. Good, we're still in trim. Airspeed looks good. Now we're at 1,100 feet. Let's do the same thing back to the right, into the wind. All right, so we're gonna turn, start the turn first, and then make it a little bit steeper. Good, nose wants to go down, nose wants to go up. We don't know yet. Very nice. Good, nose starts to come down, so you just give it a little kickback. Very nice. All right, good job. Good job. All right. So what we're going to do today at the airport, what I want to do, we'll go back in, we'll do a little bit of hover work, and then I want to get into the pattern. I want to do like a good 5 or 6 patterns. And what we're going to be working on is approaches. So let's climb up to 1,400 here into the wind. And what we're looking at for an approach is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build here for you to constantly be developing a reference point. The guy I just flew with, Steve, he's working on that as well. And basically what we're doing, when you're driving, you know, on the freeway, you don't have to look at the car next to you. By looking forward, you can tell the car's next to you. And if he moves forward, it means he's either speeding up or you're slowing down. If he gets closer to you, let's keep it right here at 14. If he gets closer to you, you know that you're either turning towards him or he's either turning towards you. So the same thing goes with these approaches. When we're talking about, like, for example, here's the major runway. Here's the major runway. They're saying stay south of runway 6, so you don't want to go over it. So when you just keep it next to you, you know, don't get further away, don't get any closer. Same thing goes with your spot. Now your spot is what we're going to work on right now. And we're going to work on entering the approach, and then we're going to talk about it when we actually go there. So let's turn towards the airport. We'll find maybe the Federal Building would be a good one at this altitude. A good normal approach, you put the spot right in between the trim strings and the compass, and you keep it there throughout the approach. All right? So for now, let's not worry about keeping a reference point. Let's keep it at about 55 knots. And the way we start the approach, we start it with the collective. So collective goes down, right pedal goes in to keep us in trim. Usually, if you want to keep a number on it, it's going to be about 15 or 16. But really, you just want to do it until you get about a 500-foot descent rate. If you slow down while you lower the collective, you're going to have to dump it a lot to get that 500-foot descent rate. That's why I say lead with the collective. So if we're on an approach here, let's just start to lower the collective. A little bit of right pedal, down collective. Good, we're keeping our speed. And you can pull back a little bit. What's happening is the airflow is changing from on top of the rotor disc to below the rotor disc. Good, and now we're on our descent. Look at that, 500 feet. Good. And you can tell, maybe you could tell right there because you're pushing left now that we started to drift to the right. The wind is taking over and it's pushing us to the right a little bit. So try to keep this heading, like right around here. Like you can see the airport. Let's try to keep it right there. Good. Very nice. Now what happens is, it's called a closure rate. And when you get closer to your spot, basically, let's just say we're at 500 feet in the altitude, in the pattern. As you get closer, you're going to start to lower your speed and lower the collective even more, because if you don't lower the collective and you lower your speed, we're going to zero out. We're not going to descend anymore. The opposite's true. If you keep your speed high and lower the collective more, we're going to sink like a rock. So you got to do it nice and gradual. Up to where you're looking outside the whole time, you see the spot, it gets really close. Now you want to start pulling in power. This is just like approaching a red light. You're going to ease off the brake first, and then you're going to put some more, and then you're going to put some more, then you're going to put some more, until you have to start releasing it again. But eventually you're going to stop. Well, obviously we're going to stop in a hover, which means we're going to have all our power back up. So let's go back towards the airport. We'll shoot the first approach together. We'll do a little bit of hover work, and then we'll start doing some patterns.
Runway 33 left, 33 right. Notices to airmen. Frequency 118.0.
I think they changed it to Echo.
Taxiway Bravo, south of runway 624, commission. Taxiway Bravo 4, commission. Obstruction tower, 3.7 miles west-northwest of Islip Airport. 583 feet MSL, 393 feet AGL. Lights are out of service. Then Patchy Water, all services. Bayport NOTAMs. Bayport Air.
Left pedal.
Bayport runway 36 left pattern only. Bayport runway 18 right pattern only. Caution birds on and in the vicinity of Long Island Airport. All departures set closed traffic. Contact Clearance Civilian 121.85. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo.
Long Island Tower, helicopter 8536 Yankee.
Helicopter 36 Yankee, Long Island Tower.
36 Yankee with Echo, 5 miles southwest. Would like to join the pattern on the sod.
Helicopter 36 Yankee, squawk 4371, 33 sod, clear to land. The wind is 020 at 21.
33 sod, clear to land, 36 Yankee. All right, so we're landing 33, which means we're going to be landing at this heading. So let's go further south, and we'll approach the airport like this and then like that, rather than going straight to it and then going away and then turning and then turning. All right, let's drop it down to about 800 right now.
1,200, just to verify, that's the sod clear to land. 33 sod is gone. It's the sod over where the 624 sod is.
36 Yankee, roger.
Wind 360 at 16.
Let's speed it up to about 70 knots. Looking outside, it's a beautiful day to fly. We're loose on the controls.
Challenger 70 Charlie Romeo at New York Jet, ready a taxi.
Alright, you want 800, right?
Yeah, 800's good for now.
Charlie Romeo, Long Island Tower, runway 33 left for departure. Taxi Alpha, Sierra, and Bravo 4. Hold short.
We can start to shoot towards the tower if you can see it. It's pretty much right below that steam right there.
I see it.
Alright, Siren Piedmont 4387 on a visual 33 left.
Piedmont 4387, Long Island Tower, your number 1, runway 33 left, clear to land.
Good, and as we get closer, good, we can come down to 600 feet. So let's get our speed up, power up, a little bit left pedal as you raise power.
4387.
93 Hotel Fox going around.
To the 93 Hotel Fox, thank you. Continue right traffic.
Continue right traffic.
Good. We're going to lock in our power, our control settings. So right hand on our leg is not tight and death grip on it. We got our airspeed compared to our horizon. We got our power pulled enough so that we're not sinking. So we're sinking a little bit. So let's just raise a little bit of collective, maybe a couple inches here. Good. And now we're good. Now we're golden. Now we're just flying to our spot.
Yankee.
36 Yankee, say again, please.
36 Yankee, I have Dash 8 traffic now on a 6-mile final for 33 left. Just remain to the west of 33 left at all times for me, please.
Roger, 36 Yankee will remain to the left of 33 left at all times. Clear to land for the sod, 36 Yankee.
Hotel Fox midfield.
93 Hotel Fox 33 right, clear touch and go. Traffic at Dash 8, it's only 5 miles.
Now it's not pertinent right now, but I want you to kind of get later on. It's gonna be much more important if you get your hand further up on the collective. You have a better grip, better control, and overall, it's better to start your training like that. Later on, you can lower it down if you want, but I like to even hold it like this. But it's totally up to you.
South Foxtrot. Just remain out of below 1,100 feet while in the pattern, and while you start to turn to the base now.
Roger, Hotel Fox, turn to base.
Piedmont 4387, Cessna traffic 3 miles off your right front, 1,300 feet. He'll be landing on the right side.
Copy, Piedmont 4387.
You see the Piedmont plane? It's right to our right.
Clear touch and go 33 right, 93 Hotel Fox.
He's no factor for us. He's going to go land right on the runway. We're going to be up in the air above him when he lands. Good, there's the sod. So what we can do is kind of aim for the terminal, and we're at a good altitude, we're at a good airspeed. As we get closer, we're going to keep our altitude and then slow down. This is preparing us for the approach. For the approach, we're also doing full carb heat and trim down, so I'll take care of that. Trim is coming down. You're going to feel it pull to the left. There you go. Good. Look, we got these steam stacks that are confirming the wind, and you can see it's pretty good because they don't even get to go up. They're just going straight out. And soon down there, we're going to see the windsocks showing us a nice, nice good wind. It's about 15 miles an hour right now. Good. So we're a little bit high. Let's come back down to 600.
It's busy here today.
It's a good Saturday. A couple airplanes, a couple big airplanes coming in, and a few small planes in the pattern. I was on runway 33 right earlier to get better wind. They kept us on 6, so I said that's it. I want to go to a different runway. All right, so here we are. Now we're on the approach pretty much. We lowered our power settings. I'm looking at the spot, right? I'm going to start to slow it down because we're getting close. So I'm not lowering the collective anymore. I'm slowing down my airspeed to control my descent rate.
Bravo 2, contact ground for your taxi in.
Bravo 2, head over to ground, Piedmont 43.
Good. You can see the spots coming in right about at the trim strings, right? The important thing about the approach also is to keep your airspeed locked in. If it fluctuates a lot, then the helicopter goes up and down, up and down. Now, we took this approach a little bit fast. Here, I usually like to be a lot slower. But as you slow down, you're going to keep lowering collective. Good. Good. There's our 500 feet there per minute. Coming in. You're holding the controls. Hold on to them.
At 93 South Foxtrot, you can stand by in the...
Very nice. And as we get closer to the ground, there's a good wind, but basically what we're doing, we're just slowly starting to raise collective and left pedal as we do that. So we're switching between the pedals because the power settings were low, right pedal was a lot. Then we're raising our power and bringing in the left pedal. Yeah, earlier with Steve, we were sinking a lot more, but then again, he probably weighs like over 200, But good. This is good conditions for approach. Look at that flag. It's just straight out. It's about 15 miles an hour. Good, and you can feel it because we're hovering with very little power.
133 left.
93 South Foxtrot, challenge.
Good. Hold it in a hover, looking outside, loose on the controls, loose on your feet. By looking outside, you can feel when the helicopter moves, like left or right, so you can fix it with your feet a little bit better if you just look outside.
Cap 3141, Long Island Tower.
Good. When you're ready, slowly taxi forward, closer to the runway.
Like that very much, thank you. 3140.
1011.
Remember to dance on the pedals if you need to. Play with the collective if you need to. Best thing to do is just pretend you're in a hover and just give it a little bit of a nudge forward. We're talking like a hair. So fix the pedals. Fix the pedals. Come on, you got it. Good, a little bit more to the left. Try to keep your eye on that big tan hanger there. There you go. I'm not giving up on you just yet, man. Come on, a little bit more left pedal. There you go. Now hold it right here. There it is. Now just give it a little nudge forward. No need to adjust your power. And then once you start moving, then you could lower your collective a little bit. And then just dance on it. Good, not bad.
600 feet, cap 3141.
Okay, you're on the controls. I'm just following here. Let's do a left pedal turn, 180 degrees.
Okay, turning 3141.
Check.
Try to keep us over the same spot with the cyclic. So if it's pushing to the left, you got to pull to the right.
Clear till Fox, confirming clear to land, 33 left.
You're clear to land, 33 left, 93 Hotel Fox. The wind 360 at 15.
Roger, clear to land, 93 till Fox.
Good, not bad, not bad. Stay loose on the pedals. There you go. That was pretty good. So, on the cyclic, you kept us over the same spot. Not bad. Now downwind taxi is a little bit tougher, especially on a windy day like today. But we'll just back taxi a little bit so we can do it again. Now pretty much what I'm doing, I'm just hovering. I'm just looking outside. And I'm dancing on the pedal. You can feel me dancing on them, right? As soon as that nose moves, I adjust it. And if you can find that sweet spot, you have to do almost nothing, you know? If we move around the cyclic a lot, then the helicopter will go up, and then we'll lower collective, but then we're too low, and then we'll raise collective, then we'll put forward. So, you know, you got to find that sweet spot, and you'll be all right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop first, because the wind's on my tail. I don't want to settle with power, but you won't in a hover. But it's just a good habit to build. And I'm going to slowly start putting in that left pedal. Now I'm being pushed to the right, but I'm pulling to the left. There we go. All right. Wind's right off our nose. Keep your eye on that hanger, on that big tan hanger, or maybe the blue hanger is a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hold it in a hover, and when you're ready, just give it a little taxi forward.
Forward, not backwards.
You got to give it a little more left pedal. Look outside. Keep your eye right there and just turn the helicopter like it's your body. There you go. A little bit more. You're not going to be adding left pedal and then letting it go. You're going to be holding that pressure there.
Alright, I've been taking it off once I get there.
Yeah, I've noticed because we kept going to the right. So let's hold it in a hover first. Good. Get your heading set figured out. If you want to hover this way towards the blacktop, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's keep this heading and let's hover taxi towards the blacktop there. Let's stop right here, take a rest off the cyclic for a second. Remember, we don't need a death grip. Good. So feel my feet. Like you see how I'm going on and off, on and off? You got to do what you got to do to keep your heading. Now that you're in a hover, all you got to do, the only thing that needs to move is the cyclic forward. So we're going to give it a little nudge forward and then give it a second to respond. Good. Now that we're moving, good. Nice and slow, in control. This gives us our very nice controller. Otherwise we'll like sink to the ground really quick, you know? So good. Very nice. So that's what I want to work on. I want to enter when we turn final. I want you to already be at 55, 50 knots, it doesn't matter. Then set yourself up. Put the spot somewhere here, and then, look at your descent rate. Once you have that, you just pretend you've been on a tram before, like like a ski lift or one of those trams.
Oh, yeah.
You got a cable connected from right here to our spot, and you're just going to fly that cable. And the only way to do that and to come in here and hover with 0 speed is if you slowly slow it down each time. If we just come in, we're going to hit the ground like a lawn dart. Good, so we'll let them take off and go on the downwind, and we'll wait a little bit actually to give them some more spacing. So what I want you to do, let's do a full 360 to the left. Take your time. Keep us right over. Let's go over to the black spot. All right, we're here, looking outside. Get comfortable, take your time. You don't have to look at the black spot. You could see it by looking forward, right? All right.
Yeah.
Now, Alfonso, stay 55 seconds and high left. Romeo, stay 55.
Let's start over.
Right now it feels like the pedal doesn't want to move. I don't know if you're on the right one.
It'll fight you on this part of the turn. I'll take my feet totally off the pedals. Let's hold it in a hover here.
Report to miss, do not overfly the field.
Roger that, left heading 270.
Remember your cyclic. We're moving. So the only way to stop that, there you go. Take your time. No problem, don't worry. Let's do one together. So I'm gonna hold the cyclic in collective. I want you to do the pedals. Okay, take your time. You can stay on the cyclic with me, but I want you to really focus on the pedal. So give it some left pedal. Good, now feel my cyclic, feel what I'm doing. Just give it more left pedal. Good, I'm pulling back, I'm pushing right. Look at that, take your time, slow it down. You gotta slow it down by letting it go. There you go. And all I'm doing is looking outside, and I can kind of stay over the same spot. Let's do that again, let's do it a lot slower. Take your, all right, go ahead. Very nice. See, it's still a little bit too fast. Okay.
Once it gets going, it whips it around.
Right, but you got to control it by easing off the left pedal. 36 Yankee sod for left close traffic.
Look up to 36 Yankee, 1 tower. Sod clear for takeoff. Just keep your patterning close. I do have a Cherokee inbound for 6. He's going to be breaking off his approach a mile from the field.
36 Yankee Roger, we'll keep our pattern tight. Clear for takeoff. Good. So looking at our reference points, let's keep coming up a little bit, pull a little bit more power. If you got it, use it. If not, you got to slow down a little bit. Now look to your left before you turn. Look to your left. Pick something. Maybe that big white hanger there.
Okay.
Let's turn left. And we're going to try and follow this heading or ground track, so to speak. So we don't want to be, the wind is going to push us this way, so we don't want to drift this way. Good. So you don't have to stare at it. Look past it. Just make sure you don't get further away from it. So maybe a little bit right pedal. And there you go. And a little bit, just a little bit of pressure on the right of the cyclic. Let's keep climbing though. Good. We're still coming up. And let's look to our left. There's that that plateau there. So let's turn face the plateau. Now you can see when we finish this turn, we're a little bit to the south of it. Now we just got to stay there. Stay to the south of it. Good. Hold it right here. Lights are out. Gauges are green. Feels good. Car beats full on. Good, I got Eric in sight over there. Hopefully he'll be taking off before we get there so we could use the landing pad as a reference. Good.
And what else is coming in? The Cherokee?
Oh no, he was on runway 6, which is back there, and he wasn't even landing.
6 Yankee sod, clear to land.
36 Yankee sod, clear to land.
Alright, so now we're going to turn left, or what is it, the base leg you said?
Right, this is our base leg. When I look to my left, and we were crabbing a little bit, so when I look to my left, I see all that steam, so I'm just going to stare at it.
Okay, 180 auto.
Good, let's lower our power settings here a little bit. Start to slow it down.
Helicopter 86.
Remember, right pedal as you lower collective. Good, even if you're turning, either direction. Lower collective, right pedal. Slow it down, slow it down.
Left 270. When you have them in sight, sod cleared for takeoff, auto rotate is approved.
Clear for takeoff, and we'll be looking for traffic.
So I just want you to notice the spot's a little bit below us. That means we're a little bit steep. So in order to fix that, we got to slow it down and lower the collective a little bit. Good. Now,
86 Echo Hotel, just remain on the upwind for now.
I will stay in the upwind. 86 Echo.
good. Now it's a little bit more normal. So let's just look at the spot, start to slow it down. Good.
Turn left heading 270, climb maintain 2000.
Left heading 270 up to 2000 and over to Botan, location 5.
Very nice. Start to bring in your power on the collective. So just a hair at a time and switch the pedals nice and smoothly.
270, you can fly your normal pattern.
Okay, traffic inside 86 Echo.
Good, that was pretty good. At the end there, we kind of lost it. I want you to know that when you pull power and you're going about, like, let's just say 5 miles an hour, like the speed of someone jogging or something, just by pulling power, the helicopter is going to start to slow down because you're increasing drag. So you don't need to put the nose up to slow down. All right? So good. That they're on their takeoff there. Let's wait till they turn around. Let's try left 360 again.
All right, you ready?
I'm all set. My feet are off the pedals. Just control the turn. There you go. Good. Good. Very nice.
Spoke too soon.
No, man, that's all right. You did okay. Good. Same thing goes for the right, you know. Let's do one to the right together. All you're going to do is you're going to ease off the left pedal, and to control the speed, it's like a brake pedal. You use your left foot to control the speed of the turn. Always going to be loose on the pedals. Good. 36 Yankee, sod left close traffic.
Look up to 36 Yankee, sod clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 36 Yankee. Keep your eyes outside, fly straight towards that big hangar. Get more speed, more speed, more speed. Good. Dance on the pedals, a little bit of right pedal, good. Looking nice, 55 knots. Pull the cyclic back a hair. Very nice. Good, very nice. Put me in a nice pattern back to the approach. And I don't lose too much speed when you turn either.
3 light.
That spot on your leg where you lock it in, that's important in every aspect of flying.
Runway 33 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, cap 3130.
Can I start to turn now?
It's tough for left traffic. It's tough for left traffic, but what you want to do is always reference your spot. Hey, there's my spot directly to my left. I'm downwind. 36 Yankee, downwind. Pull the trigger.
36 Yankee, downwind.
No, but pull it all the way down.
36 Yankee, downwind.
Helicopter 36 Yankee, stock clear to land.
36 Yankee, clear to land.
36 Yankee, clear to land.
Good. All right, we got a lot of speed. We got good altitude. The speed here is fine. You don't have to slow it down just yet. Let's get a little more right.
Helicopter 86 Echo Hotel, stock clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
All right, let's turn it in. Start to slow it down.
3027, say altitude leaving.
We're leaving 500 sail.
What do you like to put it at? Because I want to put it at the 28.
Setting going to be 360.
That'll be a little bit too much because we're landing in this direction of 3-3. So you see the spots right on our left shoulder? We should turn into it. Don't worry so much about those references as much as you should worry about your spot. Good. We're descending a little bit too much too early. Let's fix it by just pulling in a little bit of power so we stop our descent. Good. There's our spot. Okay? So now slow it down. We're back up at 65. So let's lower collective, right pedal, aft cyclic, and start to slow it down. Left hand means collective down, right hand means cyclic back. Remember, we want to keep our spot right here. Good, don't slow it down anymore. It's just little intervals. We're going to slow it down 5 knots and then hold it. Slow it down 5 knots, then hold it.
100.
Cap 3130, roger.
This is looking really nice. Let's slow it down even more and lower the collective a little bit more. 500 feet, airspeed's looking good. Coming towards our spot. You're absorbing the closure rate. You're looking at how fast you're coming towards the ground. As you get to this level, now we're very close to the ground, you can slowly start to bring in your power and really try to make the spot if you can. Good. Keep letting it come down. Good. Left pedal as you raise power. Very nice.
Atlanta Whiskey, roger. Radar contact. Altimeter 3027, say altitude leaving.
Passing 900.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Good. At the bottom there, you notice we got a little right pedal. I came on and pushed forward. Or not right pedal, sorry, aft cyclic. We don't need that. I mean, you'll see. We'll do the next one. We'll do the ending together. You'll see it likes to come in nice and slow, and also it helps because when your aircraft's level, the lift goes straight up, the thrust goes straight down, and you have more control. And if you want, we can kind of do a bad one where your nose is way too high and you can feel how hard it wants to sink.
Alright, whatever you think is best.
Alright, so get on the radio, say 36 Yankee, sod, left closed traffic.